Hello everyone, welcome to another match of Roulette Raceway, another round 1 match between ChrisX3 and Papierfresse. Joining me today is Dammchicu. Hi, how's it going?
Hello, hello chat. Hello everybody.
So RNG has been really kind to us again, as I see. We have yet another Hokkaido starting map from the short map pool. Let's see. 1.5 minutes to go before the first map.
Are you guys sure you guys aren't rigging this like short map pool? Because almost every single one has been Hokkaido.
Good point, because I guess we collectively rig it because the admin is always different. Yeah, my one random pick was Hokkaido, Curry's one was Hokkaido, Pijaro's, and so on. But of course, it's not just gonna be Hokkaido, but hopefully 4 more maps, and we will see what they will pick on the later maps. So about the in-game sound, I'm hoping Chris will have something for us, because Papierfresse told me that he would like to be in a voice chat with other people, and I allowed him that because they are not talking about the spin. I guess just company and music and something. But Chris has been muted so far, so hopefully we're getting something. But no, Chris is muted as well. Oh, that's gonna be great.
5 seconds left.
You wanna read this first spin out?
Sure. For Eric Soders, we have to throw the heart into the trash can as a chief surgeon. And for Yuki Yamazaki, we have to kill her with a falling object as the resort staff.
Holy moly, the falling object is... that's gonna be a challenge.
Oh. How do you even kill her with a falling object?
There's not one, but there's one viable and early option to get Yuki with the falling object, and that's when she's leaving the leaving her suit and goes up the stairs before reaching the sauna, and there's a lamp above her for a few seconds, and that's what we'll have today for this spin.
This is a very interesting spin.
I agree, yeah. Well, at least the Eric kill is quite easy. Just chief surgeon, you are allowed in the small room with the heart.
Seems like both players just got the chief surgeon disguise. They're already going to throw the heart out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. You can double colmar the bodyguards. You can use the neuro chip for the morgue doctor if you really want to roleplay it. Let's see what Papi is doing. Hey, Oats.
And that's Chris already just killed Eric Soders.
Yeah, so the two players did quite similarly, but Chris went all the way and just did the kill. And 1 minute 15 seconds in, he's already done with Soders. I mean, more, is it really an object that's falling on her? Yeah. But yeah, the terminology can be interesting here, that's for sure. I guess you are killed by an object that is falling down. Oh, that's... I would say, Mo, that you should tell that to an admin if you weren't one already. Papier's gonna get the first kill now.
And Chris almost rips by the hospital director guy.
He's an annoying one, that's for sure.
He's probably like the most annoying enforcer on Hokkaido.
I have to agree.
He's like an enforcer to all like the hotel or like all the different disguises. Or almost all of them.
Yeah, so someone who's doing his job correctly, but just not good for us Hitman players.
Chris is trying to get a resort staff disguise now, it seems.
Yeah, he doesn't trust the lady. And now the lady has turned around, but now the male is leaving. Interesting. So this will all come down to who can get the falling object kill first try. And this is gonna be really cool. So Papierfresse, Yuki is at the spot in a second or two. Can you get an angle maybe? Corner shot? I feel like he just missed it, yeah. And Chris as well. Yeah, that was the spot for Yuki. It's not... so you can try again, of course, in her cycle later. But it's gonna be a while from now. I wonder what's better, to wait for the next opportunity or just restart.
I would probably restart because it's going to take a very long time for it to get back there on her cycle.
I agree.
It's better if you start. It'll be much faster.
Unfortunately, there are no quality options on Papier's stream, so that's what we have to see. He's 1080-60 for me, and that's his only option. So after the sauna, Yuki won't go back to her suite. I guess we'll see, because if she does, that's another option, another opportunity for the falling object here. Get her to the icicle. So in the hospital, which icicles are viable for Yuki? I'm thinking.
Does she go to any of the icicles, or does she go under any of the icicles?
No, most that with dragging maybe.
Oh, with dragging, okay.
Big moment for Chris, but Yuki's going to the restaurant instead. It is so synchronized because there isn't a lot of ways to do this spin, and they have loaded in at very similar times, and of course Yuki will do the very similar things. And what's next now is a really frustrating meeting with the director.
Papierfresse just restarted. Probably.
And Chris is gonna do the same. Oh, what a spin. At least the disguise is easy to get. At least the first kill is easy to get, and the second disguise isn't too hard either. But this falling object makes up for it. I believe you're right, Silver, that if you give her the cigarettes, but not in her suite. So she goes to the restaurant and pretty sure she gets under another lamp or chandelier.
There we go, and Chris just killed Erd Soders again.
Chris is just a tiny bit faster with this sequence because he can get the kill down at around 1 minute, and Papier just runs around for a different approach. It's 1.5 minutes in for Chris. He still needs the disguise, however. But yeah, now he's going to this room with the male and female resort staffs. And hopefully he doesn't get an unlucky cycle, because the male will soon come back and yep.
Oh, he rips.
Yeah, I think it's better to just KO the male outside, because the woman doesn't go out ever. I don't think so. And the yoga instructor is already gone. Well, advantage Papierfresse. And Chris is getting a bugged animation for the sedative syringe that's unfortunately known. I've heard that you can bump into the NPC and then you are guaranteed for him to not glitch out.
Papierfresse is waiting for a Yuki to go under the lamp or chandelier.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough if everyone's walking, because it's a really tiny time window when Yuki is gonna die. We'll see now. Yeah, elimination, but also non-target kill. It's so tight. It's crazy. So I think we will see this being repeated for a while. Get the spin done and have your crack at the falling object.
Okay. They're doing their same strats, just, you know.
Yeah, so roulette is rarely repetitive, but if something is this hard and then you have to repeat the first part of the spin so often, then yeah, it's a different experience.
Chris trying to distract the male resort staff to go outside. There we go.
He's gonna corner the woman. Now he's absolutely free, the male. There's the disguise, and he will have a tiny bit of time to get ready for the falling object kill. Like half a minute, okay, that's not that bad. Oh, emetic device to get rid of bodyguards, maybe?
This is an interesting strategy by Chris's part.
Because we saw that without other preparation, Papier showed us that it's a really tiny window, and maybe you're better off getting 1 or 2 bodyguards. Don't miss out on Yuki though. Okay, now it's gonna... Okay, now he will have time to get up on floor. And if Yuki picks up the briefcase, but Yuki doesn't care about it, he cares about the invisible emetic device. I think this should still work. Yuki is such a VIP. But now Papierfresse is going to try the falling object again. Let's see if he can get it this time. Oh,
He kills the again.
Yes.
But Chris should have this. There's no guard there.
That's the kill, and that's the spin.
Oh.
What a relief.
What a relief. Now Chris just has to exit, and this map is his.
All good, Tinart. Welcome in. Yes, Chris wins the first map. And takes the first 2 points.
2-0 to Chris. Okay.
Where are we going next?
What will be the next map?
So it's Papierfresse's choice. And once he sees the message, he will have 30 maps to choose from. Yeah, he says the ping. And let's see what he chooses. It's a really interesting spin, because 3 of the 4 objectives are quite easy, but the 4th one was really unusual, to say the least.
What will Papierfresse choose as his next map?
Any moment now.
Oh, he's choosing Isle of Sgail.
Oh, nice. I like Isle of Sgail, and we've never seen it in this tournament.
This is the first Isle we've seen, yeah.
Yeah, the first one this week. Okay, unfortunately I cannot provide game sound because Chris is having issues as well.
I'll be right back. I just need to grab a glass of water.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm trying to add some background music, but please in the chat, everyone tell me if it's silent or loud or even not needed. But we won't have any game sound from either of the players. So please tell me if it should be louder or quieter, or should we not have it at all? And Sgail is under 2 minutes.
Hollow Scale is an interesting map to pick for roulette because we don't really see it in roulette matches very much at all.
Yeah, I mean, Papier must be very comfortable on it. And I think with practice, with the right strategies, you can finish these quickly. But if you don't know your way around it, then it's definitely a challenging map. Currently can't hear any music, by the way. Okay. Need a bit louder. Just don't want it to be more than a background music, which is why I'm starting out with very quietly.
Spin will arrive in a little less than 30 seconds.
It's a very unusual pick, so I'm curious to see if Papier can tie it up here. Yes, Curry, we'll have two very similar targets with hopefully interesting routes and kills. And here's the second spin. Dammchicu?
Okay, so Zoe Washington, you have to kill her with an SMG as the elite guard, and for Sophia Washington with a loud snipe rifle as Blake Nathanel. Or Nathanel. Okay. We have a loud kill on this one.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so right off the bat, I think it's the simplest possible Zoe kill, because okay, you have to isolate her and stuff, but she's followed by an elite guard who has an SMG, so you don't have to worry about that kill a lot. Blake Nathaniel, on the other hand, and with a loud kill, it's going to be a really interesting one. So let's see how they handle it. One ARC member start and one architect start.
Papierfresse trying to isolate Zoe Washington real quickly.
And
isolation.
The coin trail works nicely. It's probably. So how should Zoe be confused and going for the coin and being whacked? Can you, Chiku, can you make your output a bit more silent, because I can hear myself back?
Oh yeah, sure, I'll try to.
Thank you.
1 second. Is this better?
Now it should be. They are still saying echo, but I think it should be fine now.
Okay.
So Papierfresse with a nice Zoe lure very early on. And Elite Guard should be close by. Yeah, Dammchicu is joining me today. So Chris with the architect start. Sorry, I'm still hearing myself, by the way.
What? Okay. There we go. Please work this time.
I hope so.
It should have worked.
No, still echo.
What? How about now?
Let's see. Sounds promising for now.
I don't know what's going on.
So Chris is securing the Elite Guard disguise and the SMG as well. And he's really hiding his body as much as possible. I wonder if he's going to lure someone else here. "46 seconds in, Sophia is still in the first room.
Papierfresse just got an Elite Guard disguise.
And
He should be making his way back to Zoe, I think. Yeah.
yeah, interesting, he could do Zoe kill anytime now because he has the SMG and the disguise. But instead he is going to isolate Sophia with the radio lure, which is also a good idea. Or... yeah, he's just lining up for this radio lure. And now he pressed at the right time and only Zoe comes in, only Sophia goes into this room. And that's a good isolation. However, it's not completely safe because the constant can go through this room as well. So I'm interested to see if he deals with him as well.
Seems Papierfresse is gonna go kill Zoe Washington, or maybe not. I think he is.
It would make sense to me now.
Yeah.
Chris picking up the agency pickup. And he's looking to isolate Sophia probably.
And Papierfresse just killed Zoe Washington.
Nice, and Sophia is already down. As in, knocked out. But Blake Nathaniel is a different breed. Ooh, Seeker shot in the public. I think it works more often than not, but still pretty risky. So let's see if he can get it. No, all it takes is one NPC to do look in a wrong direction, but it looks like he got the Seeker shot. Nice.
Those NPCs in that like gallery room could be such trolls sometimes.
Exactly.
They just might like look around just for like a second and they'll like spot you.
There we go. No unfortunate mirror extra this time. There's the disguise, and well, he's not quite there yet because it's a loud kill for Sophia, but he's really close now. Thank you, Papa, I appreciate it. Oh, I think better safe than sorry. He just wants to lure the guard away in case he's panicked. I'm not sure. I don't see the point in KOing this guard in particular. With the emetic device, Chris has secured Blake Nathaniel, which is also very handy. Because this might be the hardest part of the spin. And there's the whack. The body is hidden. But it's looking really good for Papierfresse. Because she just needs to be dragged to the box. Papi needs to kill Sofia and hide her and go to the helicopter exit. Of course, gunshot heard, but quickly.
Oh no!
Oh!
Spotted.
Wow! Damn!
The guard literally just saw like a millimeter of him.
I had no idea he sees that even. Oh my! That's so unfortunate.
And Chris just kills Sophia Washington.
Yep, huge advantage for Chris. Wow, that would have gotten me as well. I never even accounted for that radar.
Papierfresse is doing the same isolation for Zoe.
Which is really nice, but of course he's so much behind now.
This isolation for Zoe is like pretty safe and fast, it seems. Her body wasn't found there. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. I just realized that this is such a meme junkie strat, and Meme and Papier were playing so much roulette lately, and I mean, of course Papier may have come it up by himself, but I think it's just so nice to see. I think they were talking about this one, and it works so nicely for this spin. You know, Dory, what I mean. There are the meme strats and the meme strats. So it's looking good for Chris. However, Zoe is still walking around. And this is probably a spot where you want to isolate her, but she is not alone either. She still has the elite guard around. Radioler working nicely for Papierfresse. Just trying to catch up to Chris, who doesn't really know at this point how he wants to isolate Zoe. This is valuable times being spent with hesitation. Of course, his lead is huge, but you never know.
Papierfresse could catch up if Chris doesn't kill Zoe fairly soon.
So now it's been almost one whole cycle since Chris has gotten to Zoe, and well, you need one spot where you can isolate her. Unfortunately, Chris doesn't have an emetic device left, nor a seeker, because that would be handy to get Zoe
And
into a bathroom.
Papierfresse just killed Zoe Washington.
Nice. The kill is down again.
Papierfresse could actually win this, because he's already like pretty close to him, pretty close to how far Chris is.
Exactly, this is so interesting now, such a race. And just as importantly, Papier knows how to get there. Like, he has the whole strat ready now. I think Chris is still trying to think of the spot, the throw, how to get Zoe. Unfortunately, Papierfresse's stream is not dropping some frames sometimes. He was also worried about internet issues, but that's of course not the no problem here. Also, yeah, we can see that he has 90 FPS or more. Just the stream can't catch all of them.
Papierfresse just got the Blake Nithnall disguise. All he has to do is just grab his sniper and kill Sophia, and that's pretty much it.
Yes, and hopefully that Raider won't be an issue this time. And for that, oh, what would you do there then? Such a good question then.
There's not much you can do. You just kind of have to wait for the guard to like move out and then kill her.
Unfortunately, there's a stationary guard, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's the security check before Jebediah.
Oh, it's that girl. I was mixing it up with another guard. Never mind.
Yeah, the others are roaming. Unfortunately, not him. Ah, so frustrating for Chris.
This is actually very close now. Papierfresse caught up like very quickly.
Might be in the lead now. He might be as soon as 60 seconds away from exiting if he... Well, of course he wants to get this... He really wants to save on this skill. One coin. But that got stuck out of bounds. And now that Ray... Oh boy.
Hopefully that guard doesn't turn back around in time.
Yeah, I guess moment of truth. Nope, he's back in position.
Oh, and Papierfresse almost gets...
Wow, and yeah, it's probably better to hide at this point, yeah. Just wait until this guard leaves. That was so close, oh my goodness. And Chris is starting to isolate Zoe Chris himself is starting to isolate Zoe. But he cannot do anything. I feel like Puppy's all but done. He just has to wait until the people calm down around him. And Chris cannot do anything with Zoe. Puppy has it. As the constant is panicking, you cannot go to the helicopter exit anymore, and unfortunately for Chris it's a body found.
This seemed like a GG for Papierfresse. I don't see anything going wrong.
Me neither, and he's not gonna trespass anymore either. So the red icon is, I think it's new in Hitman 3, but it's the constant panicking, or the icon telling us about the optional objective to extract the constant. I think he's running now because he heard a shot, and that's a GG for Papierfresse. He ties it up.
2-2 now. Now it's Chris's turn to choose the next map. Let's see what he's gonna choose.
Papierfresse ties it up for the first time this tournament because the other 4 matches started off with a 4-0 lead. And this is really interesting to see. But of course, it's Chris's choice now, and it's more than likely that he can pick a map that's good for him. Chris's reaction that, sorry, I had to see that Insta picked my worst map that wasn't banned. Yeah, that's the interesting thing to think about picks and bans, that which 2 maps are you gonna ban, and the other ones you just have to hope for that your opponent won't pick it. Hey Shandor, I will upload it. Curry has uploaded it, and I will try to make sure that all matches are uploaded in one way or the other, so yeah.
And Chris chooses Berlin for his next map.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Time for the infamous Berlin spins, which are impossible to keep track of, but we will have a nice overlay for that as well.
I hope for a suit spin. I very much hope for a suit spin on Berlin.
Are you not a fan of the Rolf isolation?
I am a fan of the Rolf isolation, but whenever there's a suit spin on Berlin, it just makes it like 10 times more interesting.
That's also true. So 2-2, nicely tied. But maybe not just yet, but we have an overlay ready as well. So Chris is definitely really good at Berlin. He might be the favorite, but I'm not sure how good Papierfresse is there. So this could be another interesting map.
The spin arrives in like about 1 minute and 40 seconds or less.
That's right. Looking at the brackets, which you can't see because I don't have a nice overlay for that, the winner of this match will play the winner of Chaos versus Me Coolers, which is going to be the final match, I believe, this round. Yep, that's right. It's going to be on Friday at 7 p.m. Central European Time. And before that we will have 2 Tuesday matches still. But yeah, 10 seconds until the third spin of this match. The score is 2-2. And yeah, let's see. Berlin's gonna be very interesting. And it's not a suit spin, unfortunately, for us. It's Battle Axe as Rolf Hirschmüller, Kitchen Knife as the Biker, Silence SMG as Florida Man, Loud Explosive Weapon as DJ, and Pistol as Delivery Guy.
Okay. Seems like Papierfresse is going to do the Rolf isolation, it seems, by starting as the DJ. And Chris is starting at the biker, like, hangout garage area.
Oh, really interesting. This is such a good spin for the Rolf isolation because Okay, 3 disguises you can get, but not the Florida Man or delivery guy, so maybe it's But Chris is very knowledgeable in Berlin, so if he has a different strat, then it's worth watching it. Exactly, Papa. Pistol means that it can be silence pistol, loud pistol, and you will have that as a condition, or silence pistol, or as you can see, silence SMG as a condition, or just simply loud one.
Chris just grabbed the battle axe. I think, yeah, he's holding the battle axe in his hand.
Nice. It's DJ start for Papierfresse, but not the roll floor.
Then what's he gonna do?
And the DJ kill is loud explosive weapon. I guess you can try to set it up first, because of course it's a remote kill, and you just probably press it on exiting.
ChrisX3 just grabs the delivery guy disguise.
And he's just roaming around with the battle axe. Nice, he made it back into the club.
Oh, never mind. It seems like Papierfresse is going for the Rolf isolation.
He just, I guess he just made a tour. Interesting. And it might be a Rolf isolation for Chris now as well, especially since he brought his 4th disguise down and the battle axe. And yep, that's what he's gonna do. Well, it's gonna be some synchronized agent wrecking for a few minutes. Curious to see if they have any special approaches to this one. So Chris is not gonna KO them one by one, but instead we'll deal with him. Oh, my bad, because he didn't call Rolf or Montgomery yet. You can just get the disguise. But I mean, he got the Rolf disguise and the biker disguise, so I think it's just a matter of time until he calls them. Papi is definitely calling them, and slight issue for Papierfresse that the first agent, with Chamberlain, who stays outside, he couldn't peekaboo him in. Oh, suspicious. I think that's still salvageable. I think now it's a rip. I think now someone's going in and we'll find the body.
Oh yeah, that's a restart for Papierfresse.
Yeah, now it's a rip, unfortunate.
And Chris is calling the targets now down to the Rolf area for the Rolf isolation.
Yeah, so he spent the first 3 minutes to secure more items and disguises, and he waited until 3 and some minutes so that the targets are in a good position again, because of course the order of the targets matter.
Papierfresse now starting in the biker hangout area instead of in the DJ booth.
Yes, and unfortunately he's lagging a lot now. So in a moment we are gonna see the first kills of this map, and oh, I need to force redraw, I think.
And Papierfresse just kills the first target. The first target for him and the first target in general.
It was the kitchen knife biker. I wasn't looking. Oh. I'm sorry, Curry, it doesn't, the overlay doesn't work for me. Weird.
Papierfresse, grabbing the delivery guy disguise now. Maybe just knocking him out.
Just safely dragging it around the corner. Now that's hidden. Okay, and now it's gonna be the big moment for Chris. He gets the Rolf kill. It's Agent 1. Next up is the pistol kill as delivery guy. And is it gonna be... Oh, it's silence pistol, okay.
That's Agent 2 for Chris. Agent Dose.
And that's number 3. Of the biker as the kitchen knife, which is target 2. So now it's the loud explosive weapon kill.
Just gonna like set it up.
Yep, looks nice. So that's 4 down for Chris, and he needs the Florida Man. And silenced SMG. But he has like 5 of them after KOing all these guards or IC agents. Papierfresse has set up the loud explosion kill now. So that's interesting for me because people can hear the loud explosion, but no one comes up to investigate, in my experience. But of course you can do that on the exit as well, so it can be 0 risk.
Yeah, it's really weird that they can hear it, but no one goes to investigate it.
Yeah, I find it really weird. But then again, this is the same map with the Florida Man wall hacks and jumping up to the bridge or the rooftop, so I just won't question it.
Papierfresse just gets the second agent killed.
Oh, so which was the first one? The Hirschmüller battle axe, right?
I think so, maybe? Not exactly sure.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well. And Chris has the final disguise acquired and SMG in hand. IC agent isolated. Yep, you need the deck.
This seemed like a GG for Chris on Berlin. I don't see anything going wrong. He hasn't left any bodies. It's a silenced weapon.
In the lockpick to open this door, extra safe. No, Papa, I messed up because I thought the first kill was the biker kitchen knife, but apparently not. I just missed that while I was trying to set up, but it's going to be a restart for him anyway, and the 5th kill and an exit for Chris, taking us to 4-2.
Now it's Papierfresse's turn to choose the map, and let's see what map he's gonna pick.
It worked quite well for him last time. That's the big question, Fruit, isn't it? We've had 2 6-0 sweeps and 2 6-2 wins, but we never had a 4-4 score and a decider with that. So it would be really interesting if Papierfresse could find another map on which he can beat Chris, and we are going to Miami, another Hitman 2 map.
Okay.
Silver is already hoping for a Colorado decider. Well, that's up to Papierfresse now. If he can win this one, and then it's 4-4, and then both players would be one map win away, but then it would be Chris's turn to choose again.
The Miami spins arrive, and the Miami spin arrives in about 1 minute.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Can I just say that our players have been so brilliant so far? We've never had a single tie, and 30-minute timer is a very tight one, but everyone has been very good so far. No ties or quick finishes. Really nice to see. I am gonna do stats again. It's gonna be just a small one, but can't skip it.
Little more than 20 seconds, or just 20 seconds right now?
You can run down the spin again if you want.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So Sierra Knox with the fall as the race coordinator, and Robert Knox with a pistol as the street musician.
All these really interesting accidents today.
A fall Sierra kill.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the hardest kill conditions for Sierra, I would assume, because most of the time you isolate her with a peekaboo after her race ends, or do something with the alleyway when she goes to take the trophy, but you cannot do a full kill in either of those positions. So for your options here are probably dump her out of the paddock and or do the Flamingo mission story, because that's another lethal fall.
Oh, and Chris starts at the default location. Interesting starting location. I was probably yeah, something about the street musician now.
I love that ragdoll from the street musician. And that's quite difficult. This guy is safely done at the beginning of the spin, so I think it's a good strategy by Chris. And Papierfresse's decision is to end the race as soon as possible. And it's a really good question. Who is he going to disqualify? Is it going to be... Well, we will not know because the lack of game sound. But let's see her. Let's see what she's gonna do. Thank you so much, Papa Levi. And you were asking what's the difference between Roulette Rivals and Roulette Raceway. Well, Roulette Rivals is the official tournament by 47's Speedrun community. There have been 5 editions of that, 4 with numbers and 1 World Cup, and expect Roulette Rivals 5 to come soon. And Roulette Raceway is just a community effort, basically a community event, just hosted in these 2 weeks. So Papierfresse is looking at the paddock, and he's probably going to dump her out this balcony at the back, which is, once again, it's a risky strategy. People are restarting lots of time because of it, but if you have practiced it, then probably you can make it consistent. Head turning for Chris. Some patience, he gets the silent KO and he will end the race as well.
Yeah. It's always better to be patient with knockouts. Sometimes the prompt doesn't come up for a silent attack, and they just like front K, and you just front KO them and become an unconscious witness.
Yeah, it's just ends your run because it's most of the time red. You can get lucky sometimes. So interesting for Papierfresse, he didn't choose to KO everyone in this building. He has 1 more guard to take care of, so now there are 3 people here. It looks like Sierra is down. What's gonna happen to the guard and the lady? I guess nothing, and he will just keep them alive? Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be interesting. The lady is definitely homing in on Sierra. Or not, or she's just drinking. Such an interesting situation for Papierfresse.
Yeah, it's better if he just knocks out everybody, what he's doing right now. Safe.
Now everyone is knocked out. Of course, he still needs the disguise and a good opportunity to dump her down these stairs. He's going to use some darts to get the desired disguises. Welcome back, Fusk. So we started in Hokkaido, which was owned by Chris. Then Papierfresse chose Isle of Sgail and won it. And then Chris's turn to pick. He chose Berlin and won it, so now it's 4-2. So now Chris is ending the race. He was doing some additional setup. This is tense at this point. It's kind of match point for Chris.
Anything could go wrong for him though.
Exactly.
Can just like lose you the game, honestly.
It's a very finicky kill for Sierra, and we haven't seen either of them actually try it. And it's gonna be a big moment when one of them gets the kill. That's also true. The street musician is also a neat advantage for Chris. He started the spin by getting it. And later on...
He's gonna grab the race car near this guy right now.
Oh, I think that's red guns. I think he wasn't red before. Was he?
I don't think he was. The race coordinator spot him? Wait, what happened? An unconscious witness.
So he did one calmer and one KO, and while the guy was being calmered, yes, he saw the other KO, which is really annoying, but he got ripped by the long calmer animation.
That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
And
Papierfresse rips like at the start, just like at the start of his restart. So
yeah, it was like 6-7 minutes lost, which is a huge advantage for Chris.
Papierfresse can't go down those stairs because the enforcer keeps on spotting him.
Yeah, so for that you would need to wait half a second, because then the race marshal will have a better head turning. Ooh, are you gonna waste the item on that? Because he kinda threw the emetic device there.
Chris is gonna try and isolate Sierra here in the paddock area.
He's not trespassing at least, however, the lady is still an enforcer. And this is an angle I haven't seen yet. Oh, the calmer body will stop Sierra. And the lady is freezing and it's a target lockdown now. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's going to be a green guns replan after 7 minutes. Such a fascinating spin.
That's a big time waste now.
And they are tied again.
He almost had her isolated already, but the calmer body put her into a target lockdown.
Exactly. Unfortunate, really.
Very unfortunate.
He doesn't really have to do much differently. The beginning of the round was nice. He will have a chance to optimize everything here. And just KO both bodies and hide them. This time Chris is getting spotted by the camera, but I think that's not the biggest issue with this spin. It's the Sierra fall.
Can take the cameras out when he's gonna go kill Robert Knox, or even take out the cameras here.
Yeah, luckily for him it's a pistol kill, so he will have a pistol to erase the evidence. It's more than fine. So it's the waiting game for Papierfresse.
Seems like Chris is doing the same strategy. Yeah. Wait.
He's shaking a camera, which means he's a bit frustrated. Maybe it's not quite the route he planned a minute ago. I think he's gonna do Robert first now, because he's infiltrating the Kronstadt Expo building and he has the street musician disguise.
Taking your camera in Hitman means that you're frustrated in the Hitman sign language.
Exactly.
Whatever it's considered as. It's doing the laptop blur for Robert now.
And the camera or evidence is now deleted. And Chris will have to wait for Robert now. I find this very interesting by Papierfresse. He's getting the race coordinator disguise in 2 steps basically. He changes from Kronstadt bodyguard to event security, or okay, never mind. I have no idea why he did that. Is he a...
Don't see him for anything.
Is he a body? Is he an NPC who can spot the fall kill by Sierra? It's my only guess.
I don't think he spots him.
Ah, Curry has it. The keys probably. I think this building has some keys, and he didn't have a crowbar nor a lockpick, so he needs the keys to get inside.
And Chris just kills Robert. All he has to do is just get the Sierra and just dump her off of the stairs.
Oh no!
First.
He got stuck in one of the objects, like that's one of the stuff between the boxes, and he just couldn't get away from the waiter in time. Oh.
Papierfresse gets spotted again by that stupid enforcer.
Yeah. It was fine to wait, but maybe he waited too much there. So now it's Chris's.
Chris is going for the race coordinator disguise now.
It's perfectly fine to get without any loadout, to just press this distraction object and one of them will go investigate. Chris is getting closer to the inevitable, trying to do the Sierra 4 kill.
Papierfresse just can't get down the stairs because of that enforcer.
Yeah, it can be frustrating.
This is a big time waste by his part.
Lots of tiny restarts adding up. Oh. There is a consistent way to get up there, get by them, sadly, he just doesn't know it. Now it has worked. Chris is looking to end the race now, and Papierfresse still missed the opportunity to decoy Sierra. So he will have to hit one cycle. It's synchronized action again. And Chris has ended the race. He has the disguise nearby, but it's one tough kill to get.
Because of this stupid fall kill, it might just like completely ruin your run. Like you're about to dump her off and then like some random NPC just spots you.
That's the situation exactly. So I would have to play with this, and I haven't played this kind of spin in a long time. In my opinion, it's the event security opposite of the paddock near the medic building, and one Kronstadt engineer is. Those are the two problematic NPCs, but I mean, don't count on me, and they might get stripped by a third NPC. It's more than possible.
This time Chris is gonna drag all the bodies and put them in the closet, so then Sierra doesn't get into a lockdown.
That's going to help a lot, yeah.
You don't want to mess this part up. He's already like 8 minutes into his run, and if you mess it up, that's like a very big time waste.
Oh yeah, he must be really nervous now.
A very big rip.
I know, right, Mikulas? Nice to see some synced action. Chris is just looking out of the window. Think about his life, his future, his near future, when he's going to dump Sierra from this spot. You guys get it from a 5-3, 5-3, it's possible to get a 5-5, that's for sure. But this is Chris's big moment.
I don't see this going wrong for Chris unless some NPC spots him dumping her off, but...
That's the issue. Moment of truth.
Chris is being extra careful that there are no guards or anybody in the way.
Yeah, that's a good decision to lure him away. And how about the Kronstadt engineer or mechanic?
Well,
Crime notice compromised.
wait.
And the Kronstadt mechanic found it or saw the dump. Yep,
Chris was
he
so very close.
he turned one NPC around, but not the second, and that's the same result. Red guns. And we have entered the final 10 minutes of this Miami spin. Wow. It's going to be... So it's 10 minutes. This attempt still counts. Like, they can definitely finish this under 10 minutes.
If Chris does the same strategy, he'll be very like, what's it called? He'll be very cramped on time.
Exactly. He was like 8, probably 9 minutes in, like with exiting.
If Chris wants to win this map, he has to go very quickly. Well, not very quickly, but he has to go quicker than how he was doing it before.
Yeah, I agree. So with time, the optimizations come. So I feel like this will be a faster attempt. So I'm hopeful that Chris could finish in time. And same for Papierfresse. I don't think he will take 10 minutes if he gets a green guns exit. So in case of a tie, the same person cannot pick again. So this would mean that Chris would be picking, and at a 5-3 lead, with only 1 more point needed, it would be looking really good for Chris. But I can see all 3 results happening in Miami: a Chris win, a Papierfresse win, or tie. All depends on who can get the Sierra kill done.
With this spin, anything can happen.
Yeah. Not on my channel, sadly. I'm not an affiliate. I don't have channel points. Consult your local betting agency for other types of bets. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, and that's it for Chris, most likely. He got caught trespassing by the... Well, the camera was shaking so much I wasn't sure if it was Rob or his bodyguard, but same difference.
I don't think there is really any way of Chris winning now. There's like 5 minutes left to go, and with his strategy, it's like not really gonna work. Unless he somehow like pulls out like a 5-minute spin on it, or like a 5-minute strategy for this.
I don't see it, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's all in Papierfresse's hands now. He is not taking any chances with the coordinators. He gets the disguise. And this is gonna be his big moment for the Sierra kill. Of course.
If Papierfresse screws up the Sierra kill, it's probably gonna be a tie, but if he doesn't, he's probably gonna win. If he can get the street musician and kill Robert in time.
So, oh boy, okay, let's see if the kill works, and after that I will have other questions to ask. Oh boy, he's not really looking at the security, and he's in combat. Yeah, so both players were looking at one NPC but not the other, and unfortunately one NPC is enough to rip you around there. Yeah, this is gonna be a tie.
Yeah, this is gonna be like 100% a tie. There's no way that both players or one of the players can somehow pull this off in like 4 minutes.
No, not. So 4-minute Miami spin, you would really have to be specific on this one. Not with these disguises, and especially not with the Sierra fall. You just have to.
Excuse me.
I don't know, you sound fine on my end, so.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, maybe Chris goes screw it and pulls out a 3-minute strat, and I will I can make Dammchicu a tiny bit louder for Ardil and others who have the same opinion. So yeah, this is gonna be. I'm not exactly sure why they're trying actually. So most of the time, if someone knows that he cannot get the spin in time, they just stop trying and go into menu or something. But both of them are still hopeful for some reason. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go until curry make with the real strategies. Just have to contemplate your life. What have I done? Why have I gone red? Those kinds of questions in the final 2 minutes of a spin. Silver, I would advise you to go to your local betting shop and try to make a deal with someone there. Or someone in chat with a PayPal account. Anyway, this is going to be the first tie of the match, the first tie of the tournament, and the score of 5-3. Chris is not through to the next round yet, but he will be able to pick the next map, and he will need only 1 point.
A little less than 1 minute left.
Yes, sometimes you just have to kaboom yourself, Mandy. .30 seconds. Yeah, now it's over. And yeah, actually both of them are hoping that the opponent doesn't doesn't finish, and Chris says he's praying and Papier said same, so I think they are now realizing that this is going to be a tie.
And it is a tie.
Officially.
It's the first tie this round and the first tie of the whole tournament.
Exactly. Oops, not 5-4, but 5-3. And it's a big decision. Big decision for Chris. It's going to be map number 5, and he's picking Chongqing.
Oh. Okay.
This is the last match of the day. After this, the next match will begin tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central European Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so that's 11 a.m. Pacific. And it's going to be Fopper versus Ionini. And we will have... So this is tomorrow at 8 p.m. and tomorrow at 10 is the Contractor versus Pijero. And after that it's only 1 match remaining from their first round, that it's on Friday at 7 p.m. Coates versus Mikulars for the last spot in round 2. I believe this is the first Chongqing spin-off tournament, and the first since RR4. Of course we had, one might say, too many Chongqing spins over 2.5 weeks, but we got really good at it by the end. So let's see how they do after a few weeks of break since RR4.
Yeah. The spin arrives in a few seconds more than 1 minute.
And this is still a tournament, first to 6 points, so a 2-0 win for Papierfresse would stop Chris from winning, but any other result will get Chris 2 or over 6 points, so it's easy for Papier, he needs to win, or else he's out of the tournament.
There's a lot of pressure on Papierfresse here.
And I think a lot of people are hoping for a 5-5 decider, that would be the ultimate decider.
It becomes 5-5 and then a Colorado decider.
Yeah.
Mm. 10 seconds left.
You can read it out if you want.
Okay. Okay, for Hush, it is injected poison as street guard, and for Imogen Royce, it is electrocution as the block guard. Good.
What is it with these accidents for women? Now it's electrocution for Imogen. I think it's also a lot of time to set up. So it's certainly a spicy one. The injected poison for Hush isn't as bad, although you are trespassing in his domain. The disguises should be fine to get.
Poison street guard for Hush is fairly simple. You just start as a guy, as a street guard, and you can just kill him really fast.
Yeah, run into there. Yeah, it's... And getting the other disguise won't be difficult either.
They're like right next to each other.
Just get the electrocution right any way you want.
Okay.
If this was 5-5, then a random map will be the decider with no time limit. And because people were asking that.
Both starting at the same starting location, it seems like they're gonna do the same thing. Like almost the same thing.
Yeah, very similar. 10 seconds difference shows on the minimap. Oh, that's synchronized KO and poke. That's awesome to see. The 5th map nonetheless. Well, that's...
They both got pushed down. Very fast and very simple kill.
That's what you like to see on a final map and the easy part done. But now for the more difficult kill, and Papierfresse got caught by the researcher. So that's a lead, sizable lead for Chris, even though it's just 1.5 minutes.
Seems like Chris is shooting all the drones to get Imogen up here, or just to get her go up here.
Yeah, that's the strat. And Imogen is coming already. This could be a very quick spin. As long as Imogen picks up the EMP device, as long as no one else dies in that shock and electrocution. Oh, this could be over very quickly. Chris is running at the exit.
That'll be very unfortunate for Chris if the guard dies too.
Yeah, it's... to decide the match, Imogen dies, no one else goes with him, and Chris is exiting Chongqing and wins the match 7-3.
It's a GG for Chris.
GG.
Very well played by both players, but Chris just had the upper hand.
That Miami could have gone either way, and if Papierfresse had won that, then okay, then I guess it would be 4-4 and Chris still would have won, but it's such a well fought match. A very close one, the closest one so far.
Yeah. It was also a very quick spin. It took Chris like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Wow. Such an interesting match. Oh, I should just update the scores for posterity. So 7-3 is the final score. And yeah, Chris can say that he scored 7 points, not just 6 as everyone else, and he moves on to the second round now. And as I said earlier, he will play the winner of Chaos and Mikulars. And it's either going to be a rematch from RR4, a very entertaining Chaos versus Chris, or Mikulars is really improving, and I know he's playing a lot of roulette, and he was beta tester for the Mr. Mike's mod, so I'm sure he's playing a lot of roulette recently, and he can show how good he is against Chaos tomorrow, no, on Friday.
Also, we have another rematch. In round 2, we have Fanium versus Ducker.
Yeah,
The two finalists in Roulette Rivals 4.
Isn't that crazy? That's such a sick match that's going to be. Alright, and that wraps up 3 matches and lots of maps from today's Roulette Raceway action, and yeah, we will pick this up again tomorrow at 8 PM Central European Time. It's Foper versus Giannini, and we will have a shoutcast already by then. We will have the links shared and all the information known to you in the Discord and Twitter and all the places, and I hope to see you all there. Dammchicu, thank you so much for casting with me.
Thank you for letting me co-cast with you.
Yeah, very
Bye,
happily.
everybody.
See ya.
See you. Oh.